Hey everyone, this week's video is going to be a home improvement video on a farm table and benches made by Anna White. This isn't going to be a how-to tutorial step-by-step. She's already done the work for it, and we'll put a link below in the descriptions if you want to check it out, get the actual plans. She even has video there for it. But I'm just going to post some pictures along the way, talk about the stain that we used and the top coat, and also some basically a review for it as well, so stay tuned. The finish we used was a stain, penetrating stain by Minwax, and the color is Aged Barrel, and we are very pleased with the outcome. It goes on very dark, but when you wipe it off, it has this bleed through of the grain, which we love, and it matches our floors fairly well. But yeah, you apply this. We used foam brushes. We applied one board at a time and then let it sit maybe 10 minutes tops. And then we took a cloth and wiped it dry because you don't want the stain to puddle up. We did that on top and bottom. And after that dried, I believe it was 3 to 4 hours is what the curing time is for that. I put on a semi-gloss polyurethane from Minwax as well. We actually did 2 coats of this, same concept with the foam brush, but you don't wipe it off. We just put the foam brush application on, let it sit as well for a few hours, did a light scuff on it to smooth it out, and put a second coat on it. And we are very pleased with the sheen. It's not super glossy, but I do like the sheen on it as well. The other thing I wanted to mention is the seams and cracks. Like a picnic table, we tend to have rice and other food penetrating these areas, and every once in a while we'll have to pick it out, use the Dyson, get in the cracks and get it out, which is fine for us, but some of you may not like it. And I would recommend then taking it, your wood planks on a table saw and cutting off these chamfered edges and butting them up with clamps and basically eliminating that seam. It's a lot more work and a little bit more money. The planks that I bought here were actually just stud grade 2x6s, They were pre-cut to length already, so I didn't have to cut the ends. And works great for us. But again, in hindsight, if you don't use straight planks, you'll have an issue with bowing, and it won't be a completely smooth surface even if you sand it for hours, which again is fine for us. But one thing I will let you know, if you don't use straight planks on the benches and they're a little bit warped like ours were, I don't know if you can, you can kind of see how this side is up. Well, I used a clamp to attach to the frame, and when I did, it kind of twisted the frame because how much I had to clamp these down. So I had to add little shims on the bottom to make sure the benches wouldn't wobble. Again, for us, this isn't a big deal. It works great. I recommend spending more money on the wood planks to make sure they're flat. It's advertised on her website, Farm Table under $50 and benches under $20. And maybe at one point in time, you could have bought the wood for that price, but even at stud grade, it wasn't that price. I think for the wood, the paint, well, luckily we had the paint already, the white. And then these are about, what was it, $10 a piece for the stain and that, and the brushes. I think all in, we were about $175 to $200 with 2 benches and the table. We love it. It works for us. I definitely recommend this design. She has a few designs that you can check out. But yes, this is an addition to our home that we've loved and works great for our family. So if you have any questions, comments, leave them below, please. Don't forget to check out our description box with all kinds of information and links to check out. And yeah. And also, this back area right here, as you can see, we do have some school items here. We homeschool. So if you're interested in some homeschooling ideas, my wife has a channel of her own, Wife Mama Teacher. I'll put a link below if you want to check that out as well. Thanks for stopping by. I hope you have a blessed day.